And there she goes. She did it again.
No, it's just, yeah.
That's what you do.
I know.
Welcome to another exciting episode of
Feel It Real Fun for We on the, was it the 28th?
I don't know. You have to have fun when you're saying it.
Oh, it's only the 25th. Sorry, you have to have fun while you're saying it.
Welcome
Feel
to
It
another
Real
episode
Fun
of
for
fun.
We on the 25th of November, 2023.
That's right. Feel it real fun.
That's right.
All right. Dooby doo bop 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 doo.
All right.
Jumping.
Hello,
Directed
Jumpin'
Joe. Well done. All right. So today we're going to answer your manifesting questions live. Lisa and LaRock. Dr. Brian is in the house.
Yay.
Lauren, welcome to the show. This is so exciting.
Hello.
Yo, Joe Weldon. Let us know how our sound is. Luke, I am your father. That's right.
Well, hopefully the sound's really good. They haven't said otherwise.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Go there, sign up for those freebies, all that good thing. We will send you a link in your thing. If you don't click it, we can't send you nothing, right?
Joinremarkable.com.
That's it. Joinremarkable.com. It's the immersive experience. Hopefully you join in. Otherwise, you can enjoy Reddit.
Yeah. And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Yo, Sizzle's here too.
Oh,
all right. Coolio.
Cool.
Great sound. Thank you. We updated the software in the iPad. I always wait like 9 months to do that because you never know what the unexpected consequences are. And we had to totally readjust all the
modulation
stuff. Yes.
Yes.
It's the modulation nation station kind of thing. So, Victoria,
yes.
Shall we dive in?
We shall. So, Mary, first question today is from Mary in Manifesting Mastery.
That is the Rightness.
And Mary says, I do have a question. I feel like I have times where I let go of the idea of special peoples, BST stuff. Oh, is that BSC? Well, anything. And I've focused on being a happy, loving wife.
That's right.
And I end up manifesting someone into my life. But it also seems that I manifest problems with them, and even faster than they showed up, they are back out of my life. How is it that I keep doing that?
You haven't revised. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm sure I'm imagining a lot of meaning to what all of this means, but it's getting a bit annoying. I'm not sure why I keep manifesting this pattern of people into my life. I'm sure it's all connected because I feel the same about money too, and business. Manifest a bit, celebrate, and then it's gone again. All
right, cool. Okay. I'm going to invite you to joinremarkable.com because that's my big thing for the next month. Joinremarkable.com. Now, in all seriousness, joinremarkable.com. Now, with all that out of the way, as a crass commercial and a subtle hint. Okay, so you've done Manifesting Mastery. You've been doing other stuff on your own for about a year or so now. I see two parts of this question real quick. Number one, the whole special person thing is, I don't give a shit who signs up for Remarkable. I'd love to have you there. I'd love to have Lisa and LaRock there, Luke there, Sizzle there. But whoever signs up, signs up. Because as soon as I go, oh my God, it would be so great if they signed up, and I really get, that's called forced manipulation, it just gets weird. On the other hand, I just imagine, somebody writes me, I imagine them in. It's like, well, it would be a great fit for you. Now, if this whole thing with special people, since you mention it, I'm mentioning it back. Because I don't do this with clients, I don't do that with her. Because as soon as I make it about her, I've got to make it about what she does and doesn't do and when she does or doesn't do it. Happy loving husband is happy and loving. Happy loved husband is happy and loved. That's my main state, right, when it comes to her. But as soon as I make it about her, then I make it about what she does and when she does it and if she does it and how she does it. And suddenly she's just a bunch of tick boxes, right? And my guess is this is also happening in some way with clients. Yeah, just if you're happy, loving, whatever you are, and your clients are happy, they just. I just had a rent my brain call, right? Fabulous, right? Started out a little bit rocky with technology, but it turned out to be a fabulous call, and I don't imagine specific people until they book an appointment. When they book an appointment, of course, it's your call. I imagine lovingly for you. So there's these things where, what does happy, loving husband do? He imagines her happy, right? Because I give a shit about her, right? Happy, loving husband, Hey, I happen to be married to her. Let's imagine her happy, right? Everything came out okay. That's right. And so on. So, the other part of this whole thing, how is it that I keep doing that? You keep imagining the same thing, because imagining the same thing is actually pretty easy. Like, I imagine I'm doing a great podcast every day. I tend to imagine I'm doing a great show twice a week with her, right? and that kind of thing. But but I really imagine, right now our show numbers are in double digits. I'm imagining triple digits. So we get to see what's going to change that. So I'm revising something good into great, but I also notice you got some good going on that turns bad. I would turn anything bad into good, good into great. So that whole revision to the max thing, another little side note.
Yeah.
But let us continue, Mary.
It's great that she's also seen the connection that's showing up in all the other areas of her life as well. These same sort of habits.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Cool. And why do I suggest join Remarkable? Right? There's a monthly call, a private Facebook group. It's eons better than the public group. And most people do Remarkable, keep doing Triple D for some reason, and all that filters in. Versus like, hey, let's go to another beginner post, another beginner post, another beginner post in a group with 60,000 people, right? I get tired of it. So, let us continue, Victoria.
Excellent. Thank you, Mary, for your question. The next question's from Missing Mum. And Missing Mum asks, help me with a joyful reunion. When you know the law and feel powerful, all the other really doesn't matter. I want a joyful reunion with my girls as the script of single mum is over.
Cool. So here's what's really, really cool. So anytime you change who you are, right, your circumstance changes. The people in your life change. So I love that you mentioned the whole thing of the script of single mom is over. You're no longer going to play that role. Got it. So as you play your next role, the way your relationship is with your kids is going to change. And these are adult children, I know. So adult children, right?
Yeah.
So here's the fun thing. You really get to simply notice when you're living from the law. When you're living from the law, like you said, all the other doesn't matter. When you're living from the law, you can't help but lift them up. When you're living from the law, you can't help but lift you up. Anytime you're not living from the law, that's when all the weird shit happens. So I wouldn't imagine a joyful reunion. I would imagine up just something like, what's the dance you want to share with them? That kind of thing. So reunion sort of, that's the beginning. So like imagining getting the positive test result for the pregnancy test. I'd rather imagine up grandkids. Imagine your kids giving you kids. So that's, so why imagine you getting pregnant to have a child whenever you could imagine your child getting pregnant just if you got the news you were going to be a grandparent, that would imply you're already a parent. So sort of takes care of a lot in between. So
Cool.
That's what I got.
Okay. So that was for Missing Mum.
Missing Mom.
Thanks very much for your question.
Look at that. Lisa and LaRock is tagging and bagging.
Good one.
Sizzle is a commenting. That's right.
Sizzle is a commenting. Oh,
yeah, he's a commenting.
Yeah. The next question's from Dream Driven Day Nee. How do you explain ... And Tribudine asks, how do you explain the law and the promise to someone who's new to Neville Goddard teachings?
Cool. How new? I don't talk to anybody unless they talk to me first, and yet I tell everyone about this all the time. And so for somebody that doesn't know even of Neville Goddard, I just say, look, have you ever noticed the shit that you dwell in is the shit that you dwell in? And it keeps happening, right?
Yeah.
On the other hand, right? How do I explain it? I'd rather invite him to explore it. And I just do it by being me. Like, I explore the law, and I explore from the promise every day. So, like, there's this whole thing of, like, how would I explain it? Another way I could answer this is the law is becoming one with what you've chosen to be. So when I am no longer separate from happy, loving husband, suddenly she is in a great mood and lovely, right? Right. On the other hand, once you realize your awareness of being as God, you don't end up like trying to go out there and just it's all about oneness. When you really get my awareness of being as God, I can't help but imagine lovingly for her and the little white dog right there.
Yeah.
And Joe Welton and Fran. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I got there.
Yeah.
By the way, are they... We were talking the other day about the whole thing of when people don't ask for advice, you don't fucking give it to them. Right? Because if there's one way, if you want to start an argument and just start hating people, say, you know what would really help you out? Or, I know something that would help you out. Do you want to hear about it? Right? Radio. Versus, if she said something like, damn it, I can't figure this out. Hey, I got an idea. It might work. You want to hear about it?
Yeah,
Totally different flow. Or if somebody's paying me money. Right now we've got a coaching relationship versus like, Mr. 20, I would like to waste your time and ask your opinion about something. Yeah, radio. Yeah.
Yes.
Do manifestingmasterycourse.com. But I seem to digress.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent. So that was for Dreamed of a Knee. Thank you very much for your question,
Yeah,
Nee.
invite them to explore. How do you do that?
Cool. The next question's from Shaylin in Manifesting Mastery. What are the top 3 keys to feeling it real?
All right, cool. So that was the question too. That was the
Yes,
title and the question, right? Now here's the cool thing. I'm going to make it up, right? And if you ask me in 10 minutes, I'll make up a total new set of 3.
Yeah.
And if you ask me like every month in Remarkable, join remarkable.com, I will explain it a different way every month. Because there's so many ways to explore. So what are the top 3 keys to feeling it real? Okay, right now, Tim Norman and I were sort of talking about this. You got to have a genuine desire. In other words, what do you hunger for? And a lot of people, they go up and they try to figure out things. That's called figuring out, right? What are you hungry for? Right. So this is so different. What are you actually hungry for? Because your desires are divine in origin, right? God gives you the hungers. Right. On the other hand, you know what I think would solve all my problems? If I won $552,000 in the lottery by Friday at 1 o'clock. That way, whenever Black Friday comes along, we can go shopping with $552,000. No. So, number 1, genuine desire. Number 2, do you believe in the reality of your imaginal act? You got to making this up as I go along, but this is important. The second thing that comes to my mind at this point is, do you honestly believe in the reality of your imaginal act? In other words, I believe it, it's going to make something happen. Wrong answer. Faith
sort of
is...
timed with having a genuine desire, isn't it?
Totally.
Because some people
Hopefully.
have well, yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I'm just being really irrelevant. Right?
No, what I mean is if it wasn't a genuine desire, then you think you want something, but like you just said now, what was the second thing you just said?
Yeah, do you believe in the reality of your imaginal act?
Of it? It could be, well, actually.
Right.
No.
Yeah, do you really believe in the reality of your imaginal act? By the way, your imaginal experience is what you experience, is how you experience what you experience. This will be my third one, right? So it's not like I'm making movies, I'm all excited. No, faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Period. Right? This show wasn't a reality. This show wasn't a seen reality 21 minutes ago. Now it's a seen reality. We were loyal to a reality that you can see, which is this. So those are my 3 now. Ask me in 10 minutes, I'll give you a totally different answer, depending upon what's flowing up and showing up. Somebody hashtag that Tony Doyle.
Okay.
Flowing up and showing up.
Flowing up and showing up. Okay. So that was for Shaylin. Thank you very much for your question, Shaylin.
Ask it again. Just for
Well,
the
I will
public.
after the next one.
No, ask it
And
again.
then you'll forget.
Oh, true. This will be
That's
great.
what I'm saying.
Oh, she's awesome. See what happens when you have a happy, loving husband in the house.
The next question is from Ivana in Manifesting Mastery. I don't like 3D. And Ivana asks, what when I don't like a situation from 3D that keeps popping up in my head?
All right, this is going to answer Jody's question, which I said I didn't have time for. Love you, Jody. Somebody hashtag Jody. Can't remember her last name. Sorry, Jody. I think it's BAUM or something, but I digress. Ready? When I don't like a situation from 3D. By the way, I hate the term 3D. Right? It's just like one of those little pieces of jargon. Like it's like, there she is. Hey, right? Yeah. So this whole 3D thing. Look, it's. I love really simple things. Ivana's here. Cool. So I don't like the situation that's the echo. See, 3D versus 4D versus 5D versus 7D, and if you're doing the 32D, something like that, 32D.
It's little.
That'd be a little tiny one with the. I know that'd be a big cup
big
size
size,
and a little tiny,
yes.
like.
Little tiny lady. Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry,
back
32D.
to-
Right.
yes.
So I don't like the situation from 32D that keeps popping up in my head. Anyway, so it's the echo. So if we just change what we're calling this shit, just for fun, because I'm an immensely practical kind of guy, right? So I don't like an echo that keeps popping up in my head, right? Cool, it's the echo. You lead. So it's like I sing the song. I'm the singer that sings the song. I'm the dreamer that dreams the dream. That'll be coming up later. DDD Liz. But here's the cool thing, right? I am the singer that sings the song. I'm the dreamer that dreams the dream. And if I wake up and I'm singing a shitty song and dreaming a shitty dream, and I look over at her and I go, radio, there's my special person. Let's see how this works out. Right? We've all done it. Right? Now here's the cool thing. If you don't like something that pops up, revise it, prune it. Yeah, now, I am so big on pruning, right? Like absolutely just, and I know some people say, well, I tried to prune and it didn't happen, and so on and so forth. Well, that's because you tried to prune. I prune, right? I tried to eat supper, but it didn't happen. Radio. After about 2 weeks of that, Ivana, coolio, right? So the echo doesn't lead. You're the singer of the song, and of course we can play with reverb. I love playing with reverb, right? Anyway, but I'm not into those things. What do we call that thing? We've got, with the new year coming up, you can join remarkable.com. Join remarkable.com. One word. Or you can do New Year's resolutions.
Oh, yeah.
I love those, right? First 21 days at the pool, I'm pissed off because there's no parking spaces. They sell a 3-month membership to lock you in, but after 21 days, nobody comes back. So you can run your life like that, or you can do something remarkable. Join remarkable.com. All right, that was a crass commercial, wasn't it? Okay, how was that? Was that good?
Yes. No,
Ivana, was that all right?
Yeah, I think she put up clear with
All right, coolio.
lots of thumbs up. So,
Coolio.
yeah.
Excellent.
Cool.
Da, 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 da.
All right.
Ba-da-ba-ba. No, you got to go back up.
I was going to try and trick you, but all right. So the next question, for the second time round, to see what he says now, is from Shaylin in Manifesting Mastery.
Deja vu.
What are the top 3 keys to feeling it real now?
Cool. You got to buy the Pearl. Pearlpowerpack.com. 21,237 emails, right? I swear to God, every time someone has a problem with this, it's because of some place in their life where they haven't bought the Pearl. And they swear to God they have. Oh, Mr. 20, I bought the Pearl with everything. All right, well, you don't live with her, right? Anyway, right? So the first thing, pearlpowerpack.com. Right? That all started out with politicians and fines and fees and me being a citizen, pearlpowerpack.com. Number 2, what are the top 3 keys to feeling it real? First, you got to buy the Pearl. Second, right? You've got to let the old you die.
The old man die.
Right? So this old way of being, of playing small, could you guys imagine me having a job? I actually, there's a resume in there of mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have no idea where it came from. My ex must have sent it to me whenever I needed shit for immigration. But it's like, I just look at this, it hasn't been updated in 20 years. And it's probably hopelessly wrong. It's like, January sounds good, right? but it's one of those things where it's like, it's impossible for me to get a job. I don't have that in me anymore. On the other hand, I got all kind of jobs. I ran restorative nursing. I worked in banking. I did all kind of sales jobs. I did all kind of jobs which I had no qualifications for. Right? Because I just was good at getting jobs. Right? I'm not good at it now. Right? But anyway, so this whole thing, so the old you must die. So the old me that was great at getting jobs ain't good at doing that no more. And 3, it'd be nice if I had a unique one, wouldn't it be? Yeah. Consistency. Right? Do your Joseph Goddards. Right? I just had somebody else get the pack this morning because they said I'm doing my Jogos every day. I said, "What are you doing?" And they wrote to me and I said, "That ain't what I teach." Right? Anyway, do your Joseph Goddards. Every day before you get out of bed, do your Joseph Goddard protocol. And you can there's a little video and some stuff at Joseph Goddard to the max. But here's the whole thing. If you don't own your morning, you don't own your day. If you don't own your day, you don't own your destiny. Right? And that all begins with that whole Joseph Goddard bit. I wonder if she'll ask me this question again. This could be.
Well, I was going to ask if you thought if there was a round 3, whether you could think of 3 others.
Oh, I can do this all day. We can do one show with the same question like 7 times in a row. Let's do that. Oh, that would be great fun. I'd love to see whatever I come up with.
Yes, okay.
Oh, I missed
All
Dr.
right.
Brian's funny comment.
So that was from Shaylin, round 2. Thank you again for your question.
Oh, I did have a briefcase, Brian. So Ashley commented about a briefcase. In my briefcase was a Colt 1911 A1. Actually, it's a Colt 1991 A1 Parkerized, cocked and locked. It was just
Cocked and locked.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, that and peanuts. But anyway, that's me. That's me having a job. Take your gun to work day. Anyway.
Okay. All right. The next question is from Dream Driven Day Liz.
I was a police officer, just to be clear on some things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dream Driven Day Liz, he is dreaming, ... And Liz asks, when Neville says he is dreaming, what does that mean? Asking just for fun. I know this stuff works.
All right. Cool. You're the dreamer of the dream. Now, here's the thing. Who's dreaming at all? You are. You get to really discover your awareness of being as God, and you're dreaming up all of it and how you interface with it all. So, just saying. So, keeping it real nice and brief, you're dreaming. You're dreaming it all up. That doesn't mean you should feel bad because there's something bad happening someplace. What the vastness that we are is dreaming it all up. Right? Yeah. The vastness of you is accepting and expecting somewhat of something into your specific experience. But just notice you're the dreamer of the dream.
Cool. Excellent. So that was for Driven Day Liz. Thank you very much for your question.
That is the rightness.
So let's give it a round 3 shot.
All right, let's do that.
So the next question, round 3, Shaylin in Manifesting Mastery. What are the top 3 keys to feeling it real?
Oh, cool. So number 1, stop and be still. First principle. Whatever's going on, it's all movement in the echo. You're the stillness. Stop and notice the stillness that you are. Number 2, just notice. Ashley put up a post today, and it got me thinking about sunshine, right? So it's like Ashley puts up a post, and there's that whole thing, like right now. So stop and be still, and notice: are you spreading sunshine or shit? And I don't care how you try to justify it. Well, I'm just telling people what they need to hear. I'm trying to offer guidance, like I'm offering. Would you like some? I've got something important. I can anyway. All that bullshit, right? Yeah. But notice number 1, stop and be still. Whatever's going on, remember you're the stillness. Number 2, right? What are you spreading? Sunshine or shit? Right?
Cool.
Right now. By the way, I can say the word shit and still spread sunshine. But some people go, have a nice day. And number 3, notice where you're congruent. Right? I love that. That's a big word. Congruent. Because some people aren't all that congruent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, I can point out your incongruence.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah, I know you got it. Yes, some of the others just got it too.
There was another reference earlier about it, but anyway.
Yeah, Tony's good at that. Anyway.
Cool. Yeah. Yes, anyway.
Yeah, he's an asshole in real life and on the Facebooks.
All right. So that was round 3 for Shaylin.
I thought it was pretty good.
And that means you came up with 9 different top keys for feeling it real.
If we did it 4 times, I could have spontaneously come up with all the disciples. That would have been fun.
Okay, so
Yeah, number one, Peter, the gatekeeper, right? So it's like, the first thing with feeling it real, right, is the whole thing, gatekeeper. We only admit the honorable and the dignified. Number two, right? Ow! That could have been so much fun. Maybe we'll do that next time without telling everyone.
okay.
All right. Lisa in LaRock, 2020 is lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. And the last question today, she popped that in just before you answering her question.
That's right.
Hang on, just sit back a bit. I'm joking. The last question today is from remarkable Lisa Ann LaRock, mystery and manifesting. And Lisa asks, all I see are stars from August 20th is your podcast, which has been a continual blessing to me. You relate how in Pennsylvania you could navigate the night sky like a pro, knowing the names and stories of each star and constellation. Once in Australia, you found an entirely different starscape. You chose to not learn the stories told about this new night sky, not giving meaning to it. You allowed for mystery. You saying no was a yes to something else. Please tell us about the value of mystery in manifesting. And I love how it's got thank you, Lisa, and she's put
I
some
got little
stars
things there.
in.
That's awesome. Yeah, some of that
It's
cut and
lovely.
pasted in there from her post. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa in LaRock.
Yes.
So, ready? We live in a world where most people assert it's the same thing, 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 the same thing. And they do that because they've got convenient stories. That's how men are. Oh. Yep, obviously, she's, what's your star sign? I don't know.
A Leo.
Honestly, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, everyone in her family's a fucking Leo.
No, well, not everyone.
Yeah,
but
yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah, when did we have sex? 9 months before Leo, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, that was the annual.
Event.
Just saying, right? So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, that whole mystery thing. So we have stories, right? And the stories give us seeming safety. Oh, a Leo. Right.
Now I can understand.
Now I understand her. Right, 2020 is a fire horse, right? So these stories give us seeming safety, and they also help us just to turn off. In other words, yeah, I watched his show once. Right? He really doesn't say anything, and he says the same thing every show. I find that humorous, right? Because I can say the same thing twice in a row about 0 times, right? I am not good at that at all. But here's the thing. I'm always noticing this thing called novelty. See, most people go, that's a plant. That's an echinacea. That's used for this. And their life is a series of thuds. And they've got a story. My grandmother taught me that. She was a good woman. My grandfather was an asshole. All men are assholes. And it just continues along this very predictable bit, right? On the other hand, so back in Pennsylvania, I knew all the stars. I was wonderful when it came to aidless navigation, and also using them as an excuse to put my arm around like a young lady's body to like show her, hey, up there, that's the one, right? So it was a great way to get cuddled in and get close, right? I came here.
You're a trickster.
Yeah, lost all interest in having to trick my way into cuddling and getting close, right? But this whole thing of like, you want to really get good at manifesting. I'm talking really good. You start scanning for difference. This is why in Triple D we have different is better than better.
Yeah.
Difference will lead you to this thing called novelty. Novelty allows you to experience the uniqueness of every moment of you. If you don't experience the uniqueness of every moment of you, I did the same shit last week, I did the same thing keeps happening, I keep trying to imagine the same thing, the same way, and it just hurts me. And it hurts you. On the other hand, realizing that every moment is novel. Now, some of y'all will get this as a bumper sticker. Some of you will all decide deeper. But this whole thing of really getting, I took Remarkable 3 years ago. I already know all this stuff. It's going to be a unique course again. Every Triple D is a unique course. Every show is unique. Every podcast is unique. And here's the cool thing: is if you're not scanning for different, which gives you the opportunity to notice novel, you're going to think that you're the same day in and day out.
Yeah.
In other words, that you're a brick. And you're not a brick. Right? What you are is something far more than a brick. Which leads us to, if you think you're your body, eventually you will die, and your body will become a brick, and that brick will become dust. On the other hand, when you get, instead of the history of you that matters, yep, it's the same thing, the same thing, the same thing, the same thing. When you stop doing this whole thing of same, scanning for same, because same makes it easy. Oh, affirmations, that's the same as I remember when. I remember when is an affirmation. Right, let me know how that works out for you. On the other hand, if you notice the uniqueness, if you scan for difference, you start to notice unique, and unique allows you to notice, oh my God, I gave life to that. How did I give life to that? It's so cool. And it just gets really lovely. So you've got a choice. You can choose the history of you. In other words, here's the thing they've said about the stars forever, and we can navigate by that and stay safe, or we can actually explore. Right? If I label her, and this is what she does, day in and day out, and day in and day out, and this is the way she is, suddenly I have no interest in her.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if I allow myself to notice what's different about her in this moment, then I get to discover what's delightful about us. So instead of it being this story, here's a story about a Leo and an Aries. We all know how that goes, right? Labels kill. By the way, yeah, if you want to kill something, label it. Yep, she's a Leo. Done, right? Versus like, she's Victoria. A unique expression every time. So if you want to manifest really, really well, start scanning for difference so you can notice novelty, in other words, uniqueness. And once you start to play there, you get to discover you're what gives life. Right? You're what gives life. Yeah. And then it gets really fun. All right. Yep. Versus I'm reading the same book, the same book, the same book, the same book.
Yeah.
There's Victoria. Right. By the way, we had fish on a dish yesterday.
We did.
Let's talk about how practical this is. Ready?
Yes.
Have we ever had that exact fish on a dish before?
Yes. Perch.
No.
Have. Oh, not.
No, we cooked it with cultured butter, a little bit of like onions. Your salad was totally unique.
I was going to say.
The sprinkle shit on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But we've had fish on a dish before.
Yes.
As soon as we say fish on a dish, yep, it's fish on a fucking dish. But have we ever had the same meal like that twice?
No.
I cook pasta. Right? You guys cannot imagine what cooking pasta for me is like. Because it's never the same pasta twice.
Yes.
Do you remember how you made it? Nope.
Yeah, because I remember years ago when you cooked a phenomenal pasta, I said, quick, write it down now. What did you put in? What are the measurements?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we could replicate it. No idea.
Yeah, no idea.
But you keep coming up with it. It gets better and better and better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's good.
Sweet. That was from Lisa. Remarkable Lisa.
Lisa and LaRock.
Thanks very much for your question, Lisa. And what we want to know now is tell us what was your hashtag Strawberry Bits. And I love, I'm coupling together with Lisa's with about being the mystery, like with you, like you were saying, no, I'm not giving it, working off my history. It sort of like creates the mystery again in life.
Totally.
With being the dreamer, with that other person's question,
nice.
You're the dreamer. You get to say or have the dream however you want to experience it. So, yeah, that's my hashtag Strawberry Bits.
Have you ever had the same dream twice? I've had repetitive dreams, but are they the same dream twice? Yeah, I really do notice. If in neurolinguistic programming language, we call them, we say people generalize, they delete, and they distort. And they go, well, you always say this, and you never do that. All right, so we've just generalized, right? To generalize, you have to delete a lot of stuff, right? Righty-o. Because there's always, uniqueness there. But as soon as you go always, every, and never, every man, always, never, right? Right? You can just tell where this is going. Yep, we're swiping the other direction on that one. Right? I don't even know which direction you swipe, which is good. But this whole thing of generalize, delete, and distort to generalize effectively, you've got to delete and distort a whole bunch. And to stay frustrated at this, you have to generalize a lot. Yep, same thing every day, Mr. 20. I'm imagining something different every day, and the same thing happens every day. Right. We get to explore that. All right.
Cool.
Can't tell you how many times that shows up on a Run My Brain Call crass commercial, but Luke, I love the hat too.
Yeah, it's a goodie, isn't it?
How big is your head, Luke? Just wondering. All right.
Okay, so that was our hashtag Strawberries. While you type in yours, go to easymanifestingmethods.com.
Yeah, that's the freebie thing. Go there, sign up. We'll send you a link. Click on the link in the email, and you'll get the goodies.
Click on the link.
Yeah.
Cool. Joinremarkable.com. Wow, it's going to suddenly...
Oh, it's going to come down like buckets.
It's maybe going to hail because that
sounds like hail.
Heavy.
Yeah, look at that. All
In
right.
fact, let's just do the next one and then just listen for a couple of minutes.
This will be great.
Leave it on.
Okay.
So, yeah, joinremarkable.com.
That's right. Go there, do that. There's this massive thing if you go there. So Remarkable, 12 months, fun in the sun, all that bullshit, right? But there's this massive vault, right, of goodies that you get when you join. As a Remarkable member, you get access to the vault. The vault is full of good shit. Like, seriously, it is just full of good shit. Like $1,000 of good shit. But, anyway. That's a bonus.
That's a bonus.
For Remarkable members. Yeah.
Right.
Not for average Joes. The average Joe. I'm average. I'm average.
I saw Sizzler say video or it doesn't count, but I don't know if it's going to happen soon enough. So, and for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That is the Rightness. Everyone said it. Champre Velvet, not Victoria. No,
Yeah.
no. Luke is a child-sized head. All right, we'll keep that in mind. Love you guys. Have a lovely day.
See ya.